so nowadays, like, everybody and their dog has a podcast now. Let's just, cute little guy.
Tickle the stash.
Who wants a mustache ride? I do.
Albert does.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, when you spend too much time together, things really fall apart. But obviously, we're killing it.
We're soulmates.
Yeah,
That's just
we
how
are.
it is.
That we don't just want to talk about, you know,
Fluffy
things.
Yeah. We want to get into the dirt.
And you know, it might ruffle some feathers, and we're gonna talk about some things that we notice and things that we notice on social media, and how much that influences people, and how much that can not always be such a great thing. Yeah. Does that really make you happy? I guess, like, there are some people pleasers out there, but like, truly, like, that must just get exhausting, like, feeling like you are expected to do a certain thing all the time.
Yeah, exactly. People pleasing doesn't give you any, like, for me anyway, people pleasing never gave me lasting validation. It gives you temporary validation, but, like, it's so much more rewarding to just be exactly who you are.
So as you know,
day.
we've been besties for 10 or more years now. You know, didn't start out that way. We didn't like each other at first. Well, she thought I was
I thought she was just a young, annoying, fucking whatever girl. I was like, ugh. She was dating one of my friends at the time, and yeah, we met while we were wasted. So yeah, like, I have one beer now, and I'm like, whoa, bro, it's go time. I like that though, because then it only takes one, and I don't have to, like, continuously, like, poison myself like I used to. Like, when I think about how much, like, rum and vodka I used to just chug, and, like, the poison I was doing to my body, no wonder I couldn't lose weight, no wonder I felt shitty all the time. Like, I was poisoning myself on a regular basis, and so now I'm just, like, aware that, like, hey, don't do that. Another episode of this deadly podcast, 2 chicks and a pod.
so original.
Yeah.
So sick. So cool.
So deadly.
Deadliest of the deadly.
Deadly. Oh, shit.
When people aren't using their bodies for what they're meant to be, moving them and working, and you gain weight. And then on top of that, we're also eating and consuming so much processed foods. And you know, you might not think that you're eating processed foods, but, like, let's face it, like, you know, that double coffee that you have every day, like, that's basically just, like, ingesting fat. And you know, a lot of people spend money going to Tim Hortons, Starbucks, McDonald's for the coffee, but it's like, why are people so addicted to it?
It's very troubling for me to see how addicting those things can be, because we were just talking about the other day how I was so addicted to McDonald's coffee. I was not a coffee drinker, and then this one summer, one of my bosses started buying us iced coffees, and iced coffees, if you've ever had one, are like a sugary, delicious coffee flavored treat. And so that kind of steamrolled from an iced coffee every day in the summer, because it was dollar drink days.
Oh my God, I'm a fucking sorry. Just get sucked into it, you know.
Sucked into it because it's cheap.
Yeah. Deadly health benefits.
I'm so weak that it flexes hurts. It flexes hurts. It hurts to flex.
So anyways, I think I tapped you again. Like, I'm gonna be sick. And she's, like, panicking, and you're like, no, you're not. Don't do this here. Do not do this here. Like I had a motherfucking choice. Like, and she's like, I could feel, like, it felt like you were, like, mad at me. So I'm, like, panicking even harder. Like, I can't get up. I can't move. And, I dump out my bag of popcorn and proceed to vomit my guts out into this bag of popcorn.
And then, so when we were staying at that hotel, we were like, let's go walk around the Palliser. So we did. And yeah, we were taking fucking sweet selfies in their beautiful hallways. And
acting like we're a couple bougie bitches.
yeah, we were all dressed up because we had went for dinner downtown there, somewhere near there. So we like were just wandering around this deadly hotel. And then we met one of my, still to this day, best friends. Ming Chen. Oh, I love him. So yeah.
And then it's just like a never ending yeah, and it's expensive. It's not cheap to do either. It's like, man, like, don't you want to invest in other things? Yeah. And like some of these people, it's like, well, I don't know, it's gonna sound really insensitive, but like maybe if you drop some weight, you would be happier with yourself rather than just, you know, filling your face and body with stuff. And that begs like, and like, let's go into like another like topic, but not just Botox, but like, you know, now people are taking fat from their stomach and putting it in their asses. Yes. And now it's like, and then, but the worst part about it is like some of these girls are like, you know, hashtag self-made, and it's like, no, you're self-bought.
Yeah, you bought that. You bought that ass. She made, like, okay, flat ass over here now has this booty, and she worked for it, and like I respect that. But when a girl that I know got plastic surgery in her ass is posting, look what God gave me, or anything like that, and I know that God didn't give that to you, that is setting a false precedent for all the women to follow. It's making women feel bad about themselves, and like, just be yourself. There's nothing wrong with what you are. And if you look at me and think, oh, I want long hair or something, or if you look at her and think, oh, I want that ass, work for it. Take care of it, and you can, you know, hard work.
Yeah, and you know what, like lots of like girls that get extensions and stuff, like I notice, like are like the same girls that like bleach their hair until there's nothing left. And like the extensions aren't healthy for your hair either. But it's like, why do you need long hair to feel pretty?
Right. And when I went to a Vipassana course a long time ago, one of the teachings they say is like, so, okay, pretty woman, right? Take your hair. Oh, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. Cut it off. And now, right, if you had, like, that's not so fucking beautiful now, is it? You don't want that on you. It's garbage. It's artificial, whatever. Same with nails. Like, your nails are so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. You cut it, right? Nobody wants that nail clipping on them. It's just proof that, like, it's a material thing. You don't have to, like, it doesn't have to affect your mentality so much. You know, like, if you're a beautiful person and you give love to the people in your life, like, that should make you happy, like, itself. Like, being pretty shouldn't, you know, I don't know.
Base your whole life around your looks.
Yeah. And then some woman, I almost said a swear word, but some,
yeah, but it's just concerning on like how much younger, like it used to be like an older person thing to do, you know, like someone in their 40s and 50s would start getting it done, and now it's literally like 20-year-olds, like young early 20s are getting it now. And it's like, why? Like, you're going down a road, like, and that's like even like when really young girls get like breast implants and stuff, like it's a continuous ongoing thing. Like, there's always upkeep for it. Like, you don't just get them done once and that's it. Like, you have to go back every few years.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I just feel awkward today. Like, I'm so excited to do this and I just feel like silly. I don't know. Okay, so this is my favorite comment. This was a comment on episode 1 from a guy named JK. This is good. There are no more adults in the room, in leadership, and the media. You guys gotta succeed because it feels like being herded like cattle into some bullshit dystopia. Your teeth are cute, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you. That's really nice. That's a nice comment.
This comment, I'm living for it, because this is exactly why we started doing this, because we want to have adult conversations that aren't necessarily mainstream. So.
Exactly. And like, we want to have conversations that aren't talked about enough and that we aren't being influenced by. Like, these are raw conversations that we have, and it's not because we're following somebody else's narrative. This is our own narrative and our own story. Yeah. So welcome to our lives.
Welcome to our lives. Yeah, exactly. And they would beat us up on the basketball court and use like, you know, the sport of basketball to like beat us up, bully us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so they'd be like, fuck you, white girl, and like push you and like stuff like that. Now, do I hate Native people? No, I love them. I have so many, like...
I see you as a person and who you are as a person, and I will judge you based on that, not by the skin color.
Just like Martin Luther King said, judge by the content of the character, not the color of the skin. And people who, like, obsess about treating people by the color of their skin, like you know, more buy from black people more, buy from these people more. No, let's not base anything on fucking race. Let's base it on quality, character, and like those things. Mm-hmm. Like
he had broken her house. It was so scary. That was a good movie. And like that was an older movie, and I just gotta say, man, older movies like the 90s, early 2000s, man, they slap. Like, they're way better than movies now, I find. Like, they have so much more, like, substance to them. All right.
Now that we got that out of our system, look at how good we look.
Yes, we are jazzed.
If you're only listening on Spotify, Apple Music, Podcast, or Podchest, or Pocket Pod, or any of those other streaming services like Amazon, we are dressed in 90s makeup. I have a combination of blue, bright eyeshadow with pink lipstick and pink cheeks.
I have a wonderful cotton candy pairing of bright pink eyeshadow and blue lipstick.
Do you like it?
It's a look, honey.
It's a look.
And people don't realize that. But guess what? It's not about race. It's not about the indigenous people. Yeah, the residential school shit was fucked, but guess what? It's still going on to this day, and it's called the fucking it's called the foster care system. It's called Child Protective Services. They still take children away from their parents if they think, oh, you fucking didn't take the garbage out 3 days in a row. You're a nasty woman. We'll take your kids away. Or oh, like, and the worst part is a lot of the people who shouldn't have custody of their kids do. And like, so it's like, you don't care about the kids unless the news care about the kids or unless it's trending. Because you don't care about the kids in the foster system. You don't care about what's happening to all the kids that go missing from CPS in Canada. Like, you probably don't even know about that. Kids go missing, like hundreds of kids go missing in Canada from the Child Protective Services. And you don't really hear about it because they just say, oh, they ran away. But guess what? They're probably being trafficked. And did you know that somebody can make, like, what was it, $25,000 off a 13-year-old girl in a day? A 13-year-old girl can get...
For those listening, we are wearing our matching pajamas. Matching pajamas, matching pajamas, matching pajamas, matching pajamas, matching pajamas, matching pajamas.
Two chicks in PJs.
Let's go. Let's go.
And if that's where you get your self-worth is from other people on a social media platform, fucking check yourself, man. Mm-hmm. And like that also, like, it just, like, you know, people preach all this like self-love and love yourself, but then turn around and say that Instagram is like a job to them. But it's like, that's where you get your fulfillment from.
Yeah.
Like, people bandwagon so fast on there, and then they change their mind. And then because they change their mind, then they're going to post a bunch of memes that it's okay to evolve. It's okay to change. It's okay to learn and change your mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is okay to do that. But like, what you don't understand that your audience might literally take everything you say to frickin' heart, you know, and then you spew out all this misinformation, and then you come back, oh, just kidding, I screwed up. That's not actually how it went, or that's not what I feel about it anymore. Yeah. And it's just like, well, then, unless you have come up with a solid feeling or a solid, what am I trying to say? Like a solid,
like, unless you've researched and like really delved into a belief, why post it? And that goes for like last year when a bunch of girls in Lloyd were like, black square, and then a bunch of those same girls were like, well, I deleted my black square because, and it's like, bitch, why'd you post the black square if you don't fucking feel that? You know what I mean? If you're so quick to delete it because one person said shit, it obviously didn't really resonate with you, with your morality. Like, why the fuck did you feel that you needed to, like, it's so obvious that you only posted that black square because of what people would,
social media and mainstream media told you to.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing with the Every Child Matters bullshit. Like, oh, if I don't do this, I might look like I don't care. And it's like, well, you don't care, do ya?
So if I'm going to go into those stores, like, I mean, you got to think of it from an employee point of view too, that they're just trying to do their job as well. And if they don't enforce the mandate, they could lose their job. You know, people are watching them, and it's not, they might not even believe in wearing the mask or believe in COVID, but they still, like, can you imagine losing your job right now?
Oh God.
And trying to find a new job? Like, it's really stressful. So, like, I have compassion for those people. Like, I don't believe in the masks. I personally don't, but, like, I also comply in certain situations because I understand the bigger picture in these people that, you know, are struggling already. And if they get a COVID outbreak, they have small amount of staff in there, and next thing you know, they have to shut the place down because they were all in contact with each other because it's a small environment.
Right.
Like, you kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Doctors. Let's talk about doctors.
Let's talk about
doctors, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about
all the things they try to prescribe me that I don't need. That actually turned out to be a deadly song.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sing that to my doctor next time I go there and he tries to unnecessarily prescribe me something.
Right? We should make a Weird Al Yankovic profile.
That didn't work. Sorry, I was just trying to see if our thing was on. And I told my doctor that I had gone off of birth control, and immediately he tried prescribing me more birth control and didn't even ask why I went off of it. Just wanted to, you know, get me on something else. He started talking about IUDs. He started talking about under the skin implantations, injections. And I just looked at him and said, did you not say that you do not like putting IUDs in women who have not had children yet? Last time I asked about this, like a few years ago. Oh, well, you know, I've done thousands of them, and, you know, I've done lots. And then I said, well, most of the women that I know that haven't had children, that have had complications with IUDs, have all not had children yet. Mm-hmm. So, no thank you. And I just said I wanted to live a more natural life, and I didn't want to pump my body with any hormones anymore. Going down a different path. And, you know, a lot of people, some people will get it, and some people just won't. And that's fine. Mm-hmm. That is fine. You're not part of my journey, and that is fine. Albert!
Albert! Keep going. I got him.
Shit. So yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I can speak for most people that they say that they probably have people on their social media, that they're probably very triggered by, but they won't unfollow or mute, delete. Okay, just hang on a second here. Hella hot.
Fire emoji. Fire emoji. Why is everything becoming a song? I'm a freestyle rapper.
Ice baby.
Oh, hit it, dude, hit it.
Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily or night.
Stop, yo. I don't know.
Turn off the lights. I'll glow.
Rock a mic like a candle.
Rocks a mic like a candle. Light up the stage.
Something.
Cooking and seems like a pound of bacon. And quick and nimble.
Something about a thimble.
A1 and Beachfront Avenue. Chicks were
baby.
hot, wearing less than bikinis. Rockman lovers driving Lamborghinis, jealous. Cause I'm out getting 9. Shane with the gauge and vanilla with the 9.
I felt it.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Well,
really
I didn't expect that, but that was lit. Remember when we did that lip sync?
Rose gold, motherfucker.
That's the freaking mood right there, don't you think? That's a mood.
Yes.
But I think if we went the other way with your lips.
I'm blue with
gonna be the most like obnoxious episode.
I know.
Of
It
life.
definitely shouldn't even be released. We should just make it like a secret one. That
A secret
you have
one
to
that
pay
you
for or something.
Yeah, yeah. And then you should release like little clips of it, like
Like
hey,
this right
baby.
now. Whoa. Wait, why hey baby?
To entice people to pay for it.
Oh,
Because then they think something crazy is gonna be on it.
because hey, guess what we're gonna talk about?
1-800-HOT-BABES.
Dude, no wonder I wanted to be a stripper my whole life. That's what I grew up watching.
I know. Remember? Oh, fuck,
Oh,
awful,
man.
awful. And then there'd be